In Lorain County, we have one employee, and rapid reentry, the thing about rapid reentry, it's rapid because you need to respond quickly. That's all it is. You heard Franklin County's, their resources hover just outside of the jail. They thought about it when they were building the jail. They built a spot outside of the jail. They are separate. They do work on their in-reach. Montgomery County is in the jail. Butler County is in the jail. Lorain County is in the jail. We have one employee, $79,000 for salary and benefits per year. That money is provided through an agreement with our MARS board. The pilot program was initially funded with TCAP money, and we're thankful to have Bureau of Adult Detention Director Chris Galley with us here today. And TCAP money through ODRC was the impetus for this change. The sheriff said, okay, we're getting this surplus of money coming in. You have an idea you want to try out, go ahead, try it out, see if it'll make a difference. They put it in place, looked at the data for a couple of years, and it has evolved into case management. It has evolved into rapid reentry. One employee, 40 hours a week. I would love to have 80 hours a week. I would love to have 24/7 coverage, but we don't have it. What can you do in that 40 hours? We have a menu of services that we approach the inmates with. You've heard from other people here this morning. You know that when an inmate is booked in the jail, they may not be very responsive to the correction officer that's booking them in. They're not always truthful on their questionnaires. They aren't always forthright, and sometimes it's because they're in crisis. They're detoxing. By the way, your jails are the biggest detox provider in your county, without a doubt. Your jail is. The menu that we've developed is recovery supports. So treatment, do you wish to have treatment while you're in here in the jail? And are you interested in treatment on when you get released? I can provide you linkages for that. So let's stop there for just a brief second. Everything that we have in our reentry program, rapid reentry, takes place outside of the jail. Well, not everything, 90% of it. These services are already available in our community. All we're doing is taking the time to link the person while they're in jail with that service in the community so that when they get released, they have a smoother path to it with less obstacles. So we haven't invented anything. We haven't hung any shingles on the outside in the community, haven't drawn down any more money from anywhere. We're just linking people with what's already out there. And you have to get to those people to let them know this is a jail. You've got to act fast. 24 hours is sometimes too long. You have to adapt your way of doing business. Your normal business model is not effective in this jail environment. When you get a referral from our reentry worker that says, Jane is interested in peer support services, then you need to get somebody to visit Jane within hours, because Jane might get released tomorrow morning and then that ideation is gone, or she may not make that link. If you can create that therapeutic bond before they hit the door, we know that outcomes are improved. Recovery supports, including Narcan and soon-to-be test strips for both fentanyl and, somebody help me, what's that new one? Xylazine, thank you. Homeless outreach, we have some homeless resources. If you are a veteran in our jail, we are coming to talk with you. We are the liaison for our specialty courts in the county. So we have a recovery court, a wellness court, and a veterans court. Chemical dependency assessments while you're in jail. Transportation needs. Look, public transportation in jails across the state are probably not strong. Sure, in our metro areas like Columbus here, public transportation is pretty well. In Lorain County, it's sketchy at best. It goes from Elyria to Lorain. But we do offer some bus tickets there, and we did increase the bus loop to come out to the jail. Peer supports. You've heard peer supports many times this morning. It's incredibly important that they get that support and that bond before they get released. Employment, look, we don't do a whole lot with employment. We have 75% of our inmates are released within 10 days. We offer felon-friendly employer referrals. Medicaid and SNAP benefits. We're signing people up for that while they're in jail if they choose to. And even that is important. If you get that with a 2-hour sit down with 6 or 8 people and you've got one Medicaid application out of that and you send it out, that person gets released 2 days later, at least that process has started, because they may not seek it out when they're in the community. And we do act as a link for probation and parole within the jail as well. So we've got one person, 40 hours a week. All they do is every morning they come into jail, they run reports, and those reports identify 3 target populations. Are you withdrawing from substance? Are you flagged for withdrawal? And that's related to alcohol, benzo, and opiates most frequently, because those are the ones that require medical intervention. So that's our prompt for that. We don't have time to assess every single person that comes in the door. Not possible, not with that person. Did you answer yes to any of our 3 homeless questionnaire questions? And did you identify as a person who has prior military service? If you answered yes to any of those 3 things, our reentry worker is seeking you out. So she runs the list, she gets the list, she pulls the list, then she goes to the housing areas. And she is seeking those people out to at least interview them and offer, this is our menu of services. Is there anything I can help you with today? Are you interested in anything? And if you are, then she starts making referrals fly, faxes, emails, doing what she can do to get people linked up. That person may be gone quickly. Medicaid, they're all important. They can all make better outcomes. That's what rapid reentry looks like. Do we miss some people? Sure, because some people get booked in at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and then get released at midnight. So that person may have came through and we had no contact with them. If we had longer hours, we would touch more people. We've got 2 years worth of data, full-time data. I'm not going to bore you with it here, but if you want it, you can contact me and I'll share it with you. But the data shows us that about 20% of our population is contacted by rapid reentry, booking 8,000 people a year, 20,000. And I can tell you, because of her workload, that she is at capacity. She can handle no more than what she has. Half of those people we seek out, the other half come voluntarily. It's important to have your rapid reentry advertised heavily in your jail, accessed through traditional paper forms, on your kiosk, on your tablets if you have tablets. Make those things readily available so that those people know there's somebody that will listen and wants to help and has some resources to provide you, and will give you Narcan if you are interested in Narcan before you leave, but will also get you connected with treatment. Most jails, all jails in the state, have some sort of in-house treatment for chemical dependency and in-house mental health staff. We have a very robust mental health staff in Lorain County, and we have very robust mental health, medical as well. But it's not looking heavily towards what's outside. It's looking about managing outcomes while you're in jail.